What's going on? Michael Wallon dude here. Just a quick video on the maintenance, oil change and oil filter change for the 36-inch Bradley with the 25 horsepower Briggs commercial series engine. It's at the, I don't know if you can see that or not, it's at 9.1 hours. You know, they usually recommend for break-in, you know, around 10 you go ahead and change your oil. I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now while I have the time to go ahead and do it. I'm gonna explain everything right now and then just put the video, or just put the camera up, because the thing about me is I'll be moving and grooving so fast that I'm probably not gonna be thinking about explaining how to do everything while I'm recording the video. So basically, simple, real freaking simple. For me, I prefer to use the little the oil change, the vac. I forget what they call these darn things. I prefer to use this. I'm probably going to start this thing up for about a minute and turn it off, and let the that way you get the engine oil nice and warm, so it drains a little bit faster. Filter on this thing is down there. You see the yellow. It's, since it is a brand new unit, or the first oil change for me, I'm expecting to have to use these. Thing that I always do with oil changes is I write on a new filter. You see I got the date, I got the hours, and then I got my initials. I put it on here twice so that I know I can keep track of it. So that's that. Oh, as far as oil, please do not fall for the trap that everybody falls for by thinking you got to get special oil for these mowers, man. It ain't that serious, and after research, a lot of these are made in the same factories. You know where that came from? That came from Walmart. It's full synthetic. It's 5W30 that goes in these mowers, in these Briggs engines rather. That's the most recommended one, full synthetic. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Trust me, like I said, there's not going to be any problems with it. Don't fall for the trap that you got to get high name brand Briggs oil. No, it's oil. As long as you're changing it regularly, you're good to go. Alright, well, that's that. And I'm just going to be changing this, and 9 out of 10 times, I'm a multitasker. So while that's draining, you'll probably see me jump over to this 52-inch and swap out these blades right quick. And then another thing about me is I do know there was a couple rocks hit on a commercial property yesterday. So I'm going to double check my 61 and make sure the blade's good, even though I just changed them. Alright, that's that. Here goes the video. I'm going to try to do it in real time, or I might speed it up. We shall see. Should be good. I always like to grab me a rag, so let me grab a rag and let me grab what I get for the filter, under the filter. I just have this little dish. I think trail mix was in it. I like to slide it underneath the filter here if I can fit it. This is a tight squeeze, so probably not going to work the way I need it to. Oh, there we go. That slid underneath so that when I remove that, it's not so bad. And there you can see Tracker, the dog, making a cameo. There he goes. Exit stage left. Alright, let me go ahead and drain this right quick. Like I said, I'll probably move to the blade sharpening or the blade changing at the same darn time. I'll try to take you guys with me as I do that. Now, what's cool about these, and I'm going to try to go ahead and move this right here so you guys can see better, is key is getting it down there enough. As you hear. Alright, back to this 36 here. I always like to make sure she's empty. You hear that gurgling? Usually she empty. Like you ain't getting nothing else. Put that back in there like so. So that part of the oil change is, well, that part of the oil drain is done. Now that's the fun part. See if I can set y'all up somewhere here. Hate doing these filters because of the limited space that you get, especially on this one. On the other ones, the bigger motors, the 52 and the 61, it's a lot more space on those Briggs engines because they're 27 Vanguard. Filter's actually on the front on those. This reminds me of doing a Kawasaki engine where they got it all up in the corner like this. I think the Kohlers were kind of like this too. If you haven't noticed, I've had quite a bit of different engines. I'm going to pull this up like so. I'm trying to stay out the way so y'all can see, but I also try not to make a mess down here. Alright. That's the old oil filter. Now I like to get the box of the filter, the old filter, or the new filter rather, like so. I get this box, I stick the old one in here, of course, put it in that way so the oil's not draining all over, and that gets that out the way. Put that to the side, make sure you don't mix that with all your new ones. And here's the part that I can't stress enough. When you are changing these, I'm going to take my glove off of this, both of them. When you are changing these, please make sure you rub some oil around the seal. I'm dumbfounded how many people don't know you're supposed to do that. And as you see, I did that and still made a mess. Trying to be clean with it. So I guess, let me go ahead and say that too. Wipe up your mess before you put that new filter in there, because it's going to be real hard to clean once you put that filter in there. Of course, I took my gloves off just in time to wipe up all this oil. It's all good. You can get in this filter to be cute. Just gotta get gully with it sometimes. So, This is done. Now it's the part where I put a little bit of oil. I like to do it with clean oil. I've seen guys do it with the used oil. I'm going to take a little bit of this. I open it. I try to do my videos to where they're not really edited too much so you can actually see the real deal, how it goes. Too much sugarcoating going on YouTube. I poured a little bit in the cap just like that. Got the new filter right here. Just like so. Just rub it. That keeps that from seizing on there, which I've had happen before. People always say pre-fill, but on sections like this, I wouldn't even worry about pre-filling because it'll be hard to screw this in without spilling all the new oil that you put in there. So, hand tight. The only thing I've ever put I put filter wrenches on when I'm changing, which you're not supposed to anyways. It's that Kubota tractor, because I've had hydro fluid from a hydro filter spew back out because it's not tight. But all these mowers and stuff, hand tight. We've got these nice little clip from Bradley here. Push this back in here, like so. That's done. Now it's time to do the oil fill part. It should be the easiest part, but you know how that goes. So this calls for, man, I can't even remember when it comes to this thing. I know the bigger ones are 27 Vanguards are right under 2 quarts. So I like to put 1.5 in there and then see what she's looking like and go from there. That's what dipstick's for. Sure you got you a clean funnel. Let's see. So we're going down to 3.5. I'm expecting to put probably about 2 quarts in here, but I'm putting 1.5 in here. That's 1.5. Set that to the side. I'm gonna let that go on in there, cycle in there real quick. I like to clean up at this point while I'm waiting for that to go down. Trying to make this video quick, but at the same time I want it to kind of be real time if I can, just because I know a lot of people don't know how to do this. If I was just doing a regular change without the camera and everything, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would have been done. Time is precious, and a lot of times I don't have a lot of it, but I don't sit around, and I also don't rush the process because I want it to be done right. So I'll wipe that dipstick clean, nice and clean. Put this bad boy down, pull it up. You can see it's actually operating right now, which is kind of surprising, but it is smaller horsepower than the 27s, which take about 2 quarts. I'm at 1.5 right now, and that's where it's at. So it's at the point where I can start it, get it to operating, let it cycle through the filter, and then I'm probably gonna actually have to top it off once it cycles through that filter. So let's get it. adjust the sucker idles high. I actually received it from SLE equipment like that. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna have to adjust that, but that's minor things. I'm inspecting everything here. I'm looking over here at the engine bay where the filter is. Seeing the mess that I still left down there of some oil. I'll clean that up right now. I don't like leaving messes. Of course, I should have inspected that first because now I'm working near a hot exhaust. But you want to always wipe this stuff real clean because if you have leaks, you're not going to be able to see them. So I have a little smoke. I want you to see this right here. I have a little smoke. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. A little smoke on the exhaust because I got a little bit of oil that's splattered up on it. So at this point, I'm going to check it again. Oh, by the way, if you don't have the little vacuum thing I have, all you got to do is pull that off, put that into the drain pan. Briggs is good about that. I just don't like them. I don't like using those. Guarantee you my way is quicker and it'll pay for itself real quick. Wipe clean. Just what I thought. It's a little bit off. People forget about that. Your oil filter takes up a little bit of your oil. And when you put it in there empty, there's no oil in that filter. So I'm going to about 0.7, 1.7 for now. That's where I'm at right now. And I check my oil regularly, so if it needs more, I can always add more. Now, I always call myself like real particular when it comes to maintenance because I am. I like to make sure everything is done. You can see looking at that. Let me do it again. That is right. At operating, you know, that is pretty hard to tell. That's why I keep doing it. I want to make sure I'm good. I think I might have to go to 2 quarts now, which is crazy that the 27 and the 24 both take the same amount roughly. You see that's roughly right there. And that's I have to top it off, but that's how you do oil change on a 36 stand-on Bradley with the 25 horsepower Briggs. Alright, any questions?